Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 20, 10.
You know they pay me extra.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip it. across the 35.
Do what you do. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ringo. Let's go. Let's go. 29 is the Mike 29. He don't know no better.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
29 is the Mike 29. Hey, let's get off the field, G. Let's get off. Hey, 133.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hoop. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your green.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Ball at the 23, second and 8. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 76 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Mayfield's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Xavier Howard on the cover.
But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Come on, Jim. Run.
On second down, Mayfield again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Set him back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Following the penalty, Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Dolphin first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. On play action, here's Tua. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Jason Sanders.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
3rd and 13.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua, a final shot before half. Dancing to his left. He's airing it up. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Miami.
On first down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
The Dolphins take
Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. First down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, 133. Hey, go. Hurry. 51, Mike, 51. Get your swarm on.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter time. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
Tagovailoa.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 31, Dolphins 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Complete.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Hunt on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.